You can start waking up a little bit more. Hug your knees and you're rocking. You can even do small rolling motions, right? So you can kind of roll one direction and then the other. Just got to loosen up that back, right? You got to get ready for the weekend. And then you're going to hug your right knee to your chest. Left leg will be out straight. And we're going to go side to side there. So as you're stretching out those legs, you can move a little bit slower if you want to. If you want to have one foot down on the ground, you can. It's really up to you. No big deal. You're just trying to stretch out and feel good. All right, and it's all core, so you pretty much don't have to move around too much on your mat today, right? So that's a win. There's no planks either. That's an even bigger one. So you're gonna go one more to each leg, then we're gonna have one leg up straight. You'll grab behind that hamstring, and we're gonna alternate there. So on this, if you wanted to have one foot down on the ground, of course you can, right? If your back is feeling really tight, you can move a little bit slower. Make sure you're getting those hamstrings stretched out, and you're just feeling good. Obviously, obvi, right? So we're gonna go about one more to each leg, and then we're gonna relax those legs down, and we're gonna get into some core bracing. So we're gonna keep our head down here to start with. You're gonna have your right leg up in the air. You're tightening up that lower back, your core, pushing your lower back down. Exhale, your leg comes down. Inhale, it comes back up. So just a nice controlled motion. You want to focus more on your core than what your leg's doing, right? So it's going to warm up that quad and hip flexor a little bit too, which is good because you're going to be using them today. But you want to make sure that as your leg goes down, your back isn't arching. That's the hard part of it. So we're going to do about 3 more here. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Then we're going to do our wide motion, right? Of course, so you'll exhale, come wide, inhale, coming back. So remember, when you go wide, you want to make sure your left knee and hip aren't tilting wide. You want to just isolate it into that right leg, and you're paying attention to your core. And we're going to go for about 3 more here. So here's 1, coming back, 2, and here's 3. All right, so right leg is down, left leg is up. Make sure you've got that lower back planted to that mat. Exhale, coming down, inhale, coming back, right? So really, really pay attention to your back as your leg goes down to the ground, right? When it's up in the air, it's pretty easy to keep your back down there. Okay? And you're just controlling that leg. You should feel that the front of your legs start to warm up too, right? So that's good. And we're gonna do 3 more here. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. Then we're gonna let that leg go wide, right? So exhale wide, inhale back. Make sure you're paying attention to the right side of your body and it's not rolling up off that mat, right? We just want our left leg to be moving and nothing else, right? That's where your core comes in handy. Okay, so we're gonna do about 3 more here. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. And then you're gonna relax that leg down. So we're gonna go into some of our dead bugs that we love, right? It's cold outside, so there are dead bugs, I bet. So we're going to start with our arms up straight. You're just going to let your right arm come back, left leg is in tabletop, and then you're going to alternate, right? So as you're starting, we're starting pretty basic here. So you have 1 foot on the ground. You're focused on that core and lower back, right? And this shouldn't feel too crazy hard, right? It's got coordination into it, and that's probably the hardest part of it. Okay, so we're going to go here for just a little while, and then we'll kind of advance it if you want to. But you don't have to advance it, right? You got to do what's going to feel good to your lower back and core. So we're going to go 1 more to each side. So if this is where you feel comfortable and you want to stay right here, you can. If you want to bring it up a notch, we got those legs in tabletop, and then now you'll kick out straight, right? So you're still doing opposites. When your leg kicks out straight, you're going to feel it pull more on that core. So on this, if your back is arching, you probably want to have 1 foot down on the ground and start there, right? So you can still do that, okay? So pay attention to what your back is doing today, right? Because to do core correctly, we don't want back pain. Is your back gonna burn a little? Probably, right? Your legs will burn too. But we want it to feel more like a good burn, not like, oh my goodness, I can't move my back. No, we don't want that, okay? So we got about 15 more seconds, just like this. And then we're gonna get warmed up just a little bit more, and then we're just gonna get started, right? Because with core, it doesn't take too much to warm up. So we'll go 1 more to each side. There's 1, here's 2, and you're gonna relax, right? So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna keep our head down. You're pulling in that core nice and tight, and you're gonna do an alternating marching motion, right? So head is down, you're pulling in on that core, your back is to the ground, and it's just a nice controlled march, right? It's not like you're, I don't know, marching uphill. Nobody wants to march uphill. Like, no, I don't, right? And you're just going side to side. So in about 5 seconds here, we're gonna add a crunch to this, okay? So what you're gonna do as your leg comes in, you'll lift into a crunch, you'll come back apart. Lift into a crunch and back. So you're just crunching up, you're not crunching over, right? It's not a bicycle crunch. You're keeping your elbows wide, you're using your core, you're not pulling on your neck, and you're going side to side, right? So make sure those feet aren't slamming. If you feel or hear your feet landing, you're not controlling those legs enough, right? You shouldn't be able to hear yourself work out right now, except for if you're exhaling a lot, right? Or if you're just listening to me talk, right? I'm pretty good at talking. So we got about 15 seconds here, and then we're gonna get started with the real deal, right? So we're gonna go about one more to each side, and then you're gonna relax, and we're gonna get rolling. So we're gonna start today with some opposites. So our first one that we're gonna do, you have two actions. Okay, so our left leg is gonna be bent no matter what. You're gonna have your right leg out straight. You're gonna go left elbow, right leg, and you can kick up and crunch over. If you wanna make it harder, your left leg would just be in tabletop as you crunch over. Okay, so go ahead and start. So you're going opposite elbow, opposite leg. Your left leg could be up in the air in tabletop position, or it could be down on the ground, right? It's really whatever feels better to you, right? It's gonna burn you up either way you do it, but if your leg's in tabletop, it kind of adds a little bit of an extra spice, right? It's kind of like if you're like, hey, I want to feel extra spicy today, that's what I'm gonna do, right? And that's what it would look like. So we're gonna go 5 more here. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Okay, so right leg is going to be our stationary leg, left leg's out, you're going right elbow, left leg. So remember, your right leg can be down on the ground, or it can be up in that tabletop position, right? And you're just crunching over and back. So nice and controlled. You're trying to keep that leg nice and straight. Remember, you don't have to have your right leg up in the air, but if you do, it just makes it more fun. Okay, so crunching over and back. Your core should be burning. Mine's on fire already, so that's awesome, right? And we got 5 more. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Okay, you're gonna relax. So this next one that we're gonna do, it's kind of like a roll up. You're gonna have your left leg out straight, right leg is gonna stay bent, and you want your right arm out to the side. So your right arm is gonna be your cheater arm. You're gonna push that elbow into the ground, you're gonna reach up, your left leg comes up to your left hand and back. So you wanna kind of push your arm into the ground to help you sit up, right? You're pushing to help you roll up. It's your cheater arm, take advantage of it, right? So you're gonna push and roll and come back. So on that, if you feel like you can't quite get up all the way, that's okay. You could just lift your leg and do a crunch, right? But the more you use that right arm, the easier it is to get up, right? So you gotta use kind of your full body to get there. And if you don't touch your toes, we're just gonna do this for another 15 minutes. I'm just kidding, 2 more. So here's 1, here's 2. Okay, so now we're gonna sit up on the other side. You've got your left leg bent, right leg is out straight, and we're using our left arm as your cheater arm. You'll push into the ground and come back, right? So you could do the cheater arm technically on your right arm if you wanted to, but it's harder if you use your left, right? And I'm all about making your workout harder. Okay, so remember, if you needed to just do a regular crunch and lift that leg, you could, right? And you would just crunch up. We got about 10 seconds left. Oh yeah, we're doing all the crazy abs today. So let's do about 2 more here. Here's 1, here's 2, and then you're gonna relax. So this next move, it's not single-sided, but you're gonna have both legs up straight, and you're doing footprints to the ceiling. So hands will be flat on the ground. You're basically trying to lift your hips up off the floor, acting like you're gonna touch your feet to the ceiling. So some people call this reverse crunch, but that's such a boring name, right? Why not say like footprints to the ceiling? So on this one, if it did hurt your back, you could turn it into more of like a single leg bridge, haha, and roll up like that with one foot down, okay? But if you can do both legs, go for it, right? And remember, you've got your arms on the ground for a reason. Your arms are strong. Push into the floor to help you lift. It's not cheating, trust me. It's gonna burn you up, right? And if you touch your feet to the ceiling, you better take a video of it and send it to me. It looks like I'm touching my ceiling, but I'm not. Maybe. I don't think I am, okay? So we're lifting up and back, push into the floor to help you lift. And just breathing with it, taking your time. If you feel like you needed to take a 2-second rest, you could, but we are almost done with this move, so that's a good thing, right? Breathe with it, lift with it. We got 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds of fun, right? I know that's what you were thinking. 10 seconds. Keep on lifting those hips up as high as you can. Push your hands into the floor to help you lift. We've got 3 more. There's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. All right, relaxing down. We're going to our stomach. We got a Superman break, right? So we're just doing your old classic Superman here. So arms are out straight, legs are out straight. You're gonna lift and squeeze, and then come back down. If you're modifying, you're gonna go one side at a time and do opposites, okay? Go for it. So you'll lift, squeeze for about a second or 2, slowly come back. Lift and squeeze, slowly come back. So as you squeeze, point those toes, right? Squeeze those glutes, and you're just going nice and slow and controlled, right? So you can look straight down at your mat. You don't have to look at me. You just want to make sure that you're squeezing and engaging. Engaging. Of course we're engaging, right? Heck yeah. So we got about 20 seconds. Then we're going back to our back, right? We're just flying through all the fun stuff today. Okay, you're doing a great job. Keep on breathing through it. We're going to do 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. All right, now we'll roll back to our back. That's quick and easy. Nice little core break. So the next move we have is called climb a tree. So left leg will stay bent. You're going to have your right leg up in the air. And you want to make sure that your quad is even with your other quad. So you're going to use your left hand. You're going to grab by your inner thigh. You're going to crunch there. You're going to pull, lift yourself up to your calf, then touch your toe. So you've got 3 different reaches. So you're going to go inner thigh, help you lift up, calf, toe, right? So you're going left hand. You're going to pull, 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 right? Use your leg to your advantage, right? So a lot of these moves are kind of hard. Just go up as high as you feel you can, okay? And if at any point you feel it in your neck, just relax back, right? And keep that leg tall, and you could crunch like that there. Okay, but you're going inner, outer foot, right? Inner, outer foot. Isn't this exciting one? It is. Feels just like climbing a tree. If you can climb a tree this fast, I don't know. I'd be pretty impressed by it. Okay, you're doing an awesome job. We're going to do 3 more. Here's 1. Right, we're not doing these too long. Here's 2. Here's 3. All right, so right leg is down, left leg is up. We're going inner, outer foot. Same thing, other side, go for it. Inner, outer foot, right? So use your hand to help you pull up, right? You actually get to lift and pull on your leg for once, right? It's not cheating today. So nice and controlled, right? You're lifting in, you're reaching. It feels so good. Sure does. Okay, and we're almost there already. We're going to go 3 more. Here's 1. Coming back. Here's 2. And back. Here's our last one. 3. And back. Okay, so now, hands are going to be behind your head. You're going to have your legs in tabletop. You're going to crunch. Your right leg will kick up. Your left leg kicks out. And then you come back to that starting point. We're just going to stick to that side. So on this, if you modified, you would just have your left foot down and kick your right leg up and crunch, right? So you're going to crunch, right leg's up, left leg is out, and back, right? It's like you're making a giant letter L with your legs, but we're only focusing on one side at a time, right? So don't confuse yourself with alternating. And if you're modifying, your left foot is just staying on the floor and you're focusing on that right leg. Okay, so every time you crunch up, your back touches that floor, right? It helps you brace your core. You're doing a great job. We got 2 more to this side. There's 1. Here's 2. Okay, so now our left leg kicks up, right leg kicks out, right? So if you're modifying, your right foot would just be down. You're focusing on straightening out that left leg as much as you can, okay? So your goal is to have as much distance between those legs as you can. Your legs are nice and straight, right? You're crunching it apart and back, and your core bracing, right? So this isn't easy. There's lots of flexibility to this, lots of core to it, and your legs are working with this, right? Who knew a core workout would work your legs? Hey, you're doing an awesome job. We've got about 10 seconds. Keep on grooving. All right, we're gonna do 2 more. Here's 1. Here's 2, and you're gonna relax. Next move we got, if you can, you're gonna be on your elbows, okay? So I'll show you how to modify this. We haven't started yet. I'm just showing you both variations. So if you're on your elbows, you're gonna have your legs out straight and you're gonna do a crisscross motion. So you go wide, cross, wide, cross, wide, cross. If you modify, you can keep your head down, legs more up straight, and you would modify there. Okay, but if you can go for elbows, do it. Ready? And go. So you're cross, wide, cross, wide, cross, wide. So try to keep those legs as straight as you can. If you're on your elbows, it's a whole new ball game, right? You could even go down on to your back and hold a crunch, right? And that's kind of your in-between, or that head can be down and your legs are moving up top, right? So whichever variation you do, you should be so focused on your core that you don't even know what your legs are really doing too much, okay? So keep on grooving, keep on breathing. Core, core, we love core, right? That's what you can sing to yourself. So still keep those legs straight. It doesn't have to be a fast, crazy, wild motion, okay? Just keep on moving and modify as you go if you need to. Okay, we're almost there, right? I'm gonna see what our next move is. I already forgot, you know. I don't wanna be getting it wrong. We got a Superman next. That's awesome. So we got 20 seconds. Oh yeah, you were hoping I was gonna say like 5. You're right. So if you feel this in your legs, guess what? You're using them. That's okay. Right? My quads are kind of burning here. We got 10 seconds. Try to point those toes. Try not to have too floppy of ankles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And we're on to our stomach, right? Here's our Superman break. Superman break. All right, so we're going to do your regular Superman. You're just going to add a row to it, right? So you're going to lift. You're going to row and squeeze. Come back down, right? So up, row, back, down. Up, row, back, down. If you needed to modify, you could still do that single side, and you would just do the opposites and just row the arm one at a time, right? So there's your modifier of it. Otherwise, if you can handle going both arms and both legs at the same time, keep on cooking there and take your time. You want to lift as high as you can, squeeze everything through in your back side, right? And keep on grooving with it. Right, you just got to keep on moving and squeezing. That's what today's about. Moving and squeezing. Okay, you're doing a great job. And we're kind of almost done for the day. Kind of. Right, we got about 10 seconds. Okay, keep on moving and squeezing. We're going to do 3 more. Here's 1. Coming back. Here's 2. Coming back. Here's 3. And relaxing, and you're gonna go to your side. Okay, so I'm gonna be on my right side. If you wanna go there too, that's perfect. So what you're gonna do, we want our right arm out straight in front of us. Left hand's gonna be behind your head. You're gonna push up on that right elbow. Your left leg comes up, and you come back. Okay, so we're trying to do a straight leg. If you wanted to bend it, it's a little bit nicer on your hip, right? And if it hurts your hip to be on your side like this, roll back to your glute a little. But you want to use your right arm to help you lift up. All right, so you can go a straight leg or you can do a bent leg. Whatever feels better to you, okay? But use that right arm to your advantage. Just like our last exercise, you want to kind of push your elbow into the floor to help you sit up. Push and lift. Okay, if you don't use your arm that's on the floor, it's just going to hurt your neck, and you're not going to get up very high. You're going to be like, how in the heck is Mary getting up so high? That's because I'm using my arm. That's why. That's my secret. Okay, so keep on moving through it. Keep pushing through that arm. Try to have that leg straight if you can, but if it's bent, that's okay. Same result. Okay, we got about 30 seconds, and then we go to our other side. Okay, so keep moving through. Keep on maintaining. Right, try not to take a break if you can. We got 15 seconds. Woo-wee, yeah. 10 seconds. You're almost there. Right, you can smell it. You're almost there. You got 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Okay, now we're going to the other side. You will feel that one all weekend, I promise you. So we're on our left side. Our left arm is out straight. Right hand's behind your head. You're pushing into the ground with your left arm. Right leg comes up and back. Okay, so again, on these, they don't have to be fast. Right, you can move slow with it. You're doing it for a whole minute. So if you go really, really fast too quickly, guess what happens? You're going to burn out, and I'm not going to care. I would care, but, you know. So remember, use that left arm to your advantage. The more you can push into the ground with that left arm, the better, right? Don't just rely on you to sit up sideways, right? I don't think you could without using your arm, okay? Maintain using that left arm as much as you can. My nose itches, so I had to stop. Okay, got 30 seconds to go. And remember, you can bend if you need, right? And the more you use that arm, the easier it gets. And I know you don't want to believe me, but I'm not lying about it, okay? It will make you lift higher, but it also is going to make it easier. 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. All right, we're on our back. We're going to do a chopping crunch. So your knees are going to be bent. You got your hands behind your head. You're going to be up in a crunch the whole time. And you're going to kind of crunch more forward. You'll go opposite arm towards your opposite knee. You'll come back to the middle and go to the other side. So your goal is to support your head enough with one hand and to stay up off your shoulder blades, okay? And we're going slow and controlled because I want you really to reach with the arm and try to get your fingertips past your knee, right? And I have long arms, so I get to cheat that way, okay? But you're going side to side and you're up in a crunch the whole time. So you should feel your core burning and your lower back is pressed to the mat already. Okay, and it's just slow and controlled, side to side, okay? So on our next one, you're gonna go right arm across to that left knee and you're gonna pulse. So it's still a slow pulse. I want you lifting up and up and up, right? We've done these before. If you've been doing my workouts, it's gonna really burn you up. And you know what this one's gonna feel like? You're trying to get your fingertips to your knee or past your knee. Okay, so keep lifting, keep crunching, keep reaching. You got 10 seconds, and then we're gonna go into alternating before we pulse on the other side. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're doing your alternating chops, right? So we're chopping across. We're not pulsing on the other side yet, right? So if you wanted to go a little bit quicker and you're on a rhythm, go for it. Make sure that back is staying down, core is tight, right? And we're going across and across, across and across, okay? So keep maintaining there. On your next motion, you're going left arm to that right knee, and we are pulsing there. So as you pulse through this, if your abs are shaking, that's perfect. You're controlling this whole movement with your core. My abs are shaking like crazy. I can feel them. I'm going to feel this one all weekend. And that just makes me excited. I love core work, okay? So keep on reaching, right? Just because I teach Pilates nonstop doesn't mean my abs don't shake, because I know how to do them right. Make those abs shake, right? If you're shaking, that's perfect. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax. Oh, right? Let your abs calm down for a second. All right. So next one we're gonna do, we're gonna have our legs up straight here. Right, my hamstrings are tight. So if you can, you're gonna be up in your crunch, and we're gonna do some alternating legs. So on this, really control your range of motion, right? So don't feel like you have to go all the way to the floor, but we're gonna exhale, come down on each leg, and then back, okay? So if you're modifying, you would just keep one foot down, hold that crunch, and your leg is going up and down. And if you need to just do small little motions, that's perfectly okay. Remember, I want you paying attention to your lower back. So I don't care if your feet even come close to your mat. I don't care if your feet touch the mat. Right, we're going side to side. I think my internet might have froze. I don't know. Uh-oh. Right, so going side to side. We'll go one more to each leg. And then we're going to go both legs, right? So exhale, both would come down. Inhale, they'd come back. Both come down. Inhale, they're coming back. Both come down. Inhale, back. So nice small motions are just fine. We're going to go for 15 seconds. So keep on holding, keeping that core tight. You've got 10 seconds, right? We're almost there. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're going to relax. And then we're going to finish with one more Superman. We're going to do swimmers, okay? So we're going to be on our stomach. Arms and legs are out straight, right? And you're going to be lifted, and you're going to alternate, right? If you're modifying, you would just keep one arm and one foot down on the ground. Last move we got. Ready? And go. So you're going kind of quick little fast motions. You're lifting, and you're doing kind of your flutter freestyle here. Okay, so keep on moving through. Pop, 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 pop. It's so fun, isn't it? Right, so keep on moving through as much as you can. Stay lifted up. Try not to take a break. Modify if you need to before you take a break. Okay, we got 15 seconds. Keep on breathing. Keep on moving. If you make sound effects, it makes it easier. 10 seconds. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And there you have it. Friday core. Friday core.